You've been chosen for everything right now, not just what you're doing or what you're thinking about. It's all of it. Because what's fixin' to happen here, in this very moment, the second your eyes land on this screen, it's no accident. Nope, it ain't the algorithm, and it sure ain't just coincidence of time or mood. This right here is God, providing a little divine nudge, planting you exactly where He needs you to be. And He's asking for silence. He's asking for darkness. Because what's coming next is a message that can't be shared with the world, can't be heard over noise or chatter. It's something that can only reach your soul when there's no other voice drowning it out, just you and the Creator of all things. And if you're here in the quiet, in the dark, well, you've already obeyed without even realizing it. You answered that call before you even understood what it was. That's what the chosen do. They come before they fully understand the why. Before we go any further, leave a Amen in the comments. That simple act is the first step towards freedom. And make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because this will be a spiritual anchor for you in the months ahead. Now, listen close. There's a reason God don't send certain messages in bright places, loud places, or around a bunch of folks. The greatest revelations in the Bible, they happened in solitude. Moses was alone on that mountain. Elijah was all by himself in that cave. David was out in the fields. Paul was in that dark prison cell when the heavens opened up. God speaks in silence because what He's got for you can't be filtered through anyone else's opinion. There are folks around you who just don't get what you carry. They see an ordinary person, someone who struggles, who stumbles sometimes, and they're not wrong about what their eyes tell them, but they're blind to what God sees when He looks at you, and that's where everything shifts. Because what God sees, it's not the tired, worn-out version of you that's been through the ringer. It's not the version that questions if it's worth it anymore. What God sees when He looks at you is the anointed version, the prophetic version, the one set apart before you were even born for a purpose no one else on this planet can fulfill. You're not just some backup plan in God's grand design. You're the first choice, the primary pick. And this message you're getting now, in this silence, in this dark, it's proof that your time has come. But listen, what I'm about to tell you is crucial. The silence God asked for. It's not about no sound. It's about no interference. Because around you, there's been some noise, voices that don't belong, opinions you didn't ask for, looks that diminish, comments that plant doubt. God knew that. That's why He waited until you were alone, isolated, available only for Him. And right now, that's exactly where you are. And He's got something to say that's going to change everything. You've been protected in ways you'll never fully understand. You've gone through moments that should have broke you, but didn't. You've escaped situations that should have swallowed you whole, and you came out stronger. You've met people who could have steered you off your path, but you resisted. It wasn't luck, it wasn't coincidence, and it sure wasn't just you. It was the hand of God. And that hand isn't on just anybody. It's on those He's chosen. Those marked. Those carry a mission so big, even the enemy knows, if they finish, a lot of chains will be shattered. It's never just about you, never has been. That's why I put together a powerful digital book just for you. The Chosen's Guide to Family Protection. Inside, you'll find specific prayers, psalms to break family envy, and 3 practical steps to seal every member of your household with Jesus' blood. The link's in the description and pinned in the first comment. Already, thousands of families across the U.S. have gotten this material, and they say within just 7 days, their home's atmospheres changed, fights stopped, money stretches further, kids start talking again, marriages rekindled out of nowhere. Don't delay. This content might be taken down at any moment, because it's sensitive stuff we're dealing with. If you're feeling that call in your heart right now, comment, "I am chosen," and go grab your copy. This ain't just sales, it's a mission. Your family's been waiting a lot longer than you think for you to step up. God didn't bring you this far just to leave you empty-handed. Now hold on, I need you to really feel this next part. What you carry has a name, a story, a depth your conscious mind might not even fully grasp yet. There's a line of anointing flowing through your life, passed straight from God, no human mediator needed. You didn't need to be ordained by a man or approved by some religious system. God chose you outside of all that. And that, my friend, it ruffles some feathers. When God picks someone outside the system pushes back. People around you don't understand why certain things move you in His presence. They don't get why some places just suffocate you for no obvious reason. They don't understand why you feel a weight when spiritual stuff's happening, whether good or bad. And they sure don't get why you wake up in the middle of the night with that restless feeling. That's called sensitivity to the kingdom. And it's not weakness, it's a weapon. You're built to feel what others don't, to see what others miss, to act when heaven opens a window that most folks don't even notice. And this silence God asked for, it's so you can feel it all, without noise drowning the signal. You feel it now, don't you? That heaviness in your chest. It's both peace and responsibility, that sense that something's about to change in your life, and that quiet knowing that what you're hearing isn't new. It's just confirmation of what your spirit already knew, but your mind was trying to question. This ain't suggestion, it's recognition, and that's where everything turns around. That's why I made this powerful digital book for you. The Chosen's Guide to Family Protection. Links in the description and the pinned comment. Grab it while it's still out there. Tomorrow might be too late for your family. Now I want to speak straight to you. The darkness God asked you to embrace. It's got a second meaning. Ever wonder why a seed germinates in the dark before it reaches the light? Or why a baby develops in the darkness of the womb before it's born? Or why the deepest transformation happens inside the cocoon when no one's watching? Because in the dark, there's no performance, no crowd, no need to pretend or look a certain way. In the dark, it's just you and what's real. And God needed you in that raw state because the revelation He's pouring into you now can't be received by the fake version. It's only for the real you, the one nobody else sees, the one even you sometimes fear to face in the mirror, that version of you that feels more than it shows, that's carried more than it's been asked to, that's kept going when the strength was gone. God saw all that. He was there in every one of those moments. And He didn't see weakness. He saw someone being prepared, being shaped, being hardened in the right places for the mission that's coming. And that mission? It's not going to find you unready. Because see, the very process of getting ready has been happening right on your back while you've been living through what you thought were just tough times. It's not just for you, it's bigger than that. That's why I put together this powerful digital book called The Manual of the Chosen for Family Protection. Now, this book didn't just fall into your lap by happenstance. Just like you're watching this video today, you're one of the chosen. God's put a heavy responsibility on your shoulders, that you're the last line of defense, the final chapter for all that's been harming your family for generations. The link's in the description and it's pinned in the first comment. Just click, get it, open it up, and start practicing what you learn. Give it 7 days and you'll feel your home start to change. I can't promise it, no, the word itself guarantees it. Drop a comment now that says, I accept the mission, and grab your material before this video disappears. Your whole family's counting on you right now. Your kids, your grandkids, the generations yet to come. Do you understand the weight of what I just shared? Now, let me tell you what's coming next. Not in some abstract way, but in real, practical terms, you'll see unfold in your life over the next few weeks. What God's starting in you right now, in this quiet moment, will show up in ways you can't ignore. Doors will open without you even asking. Encounters will seem random but end up changing your path. Words will come out of nowhere, being spoken by folks who don't even realize they're being used. Dreams will get clearer. Gut feelings will prove true in ways that'll make you stop and smile, knowing God's moving on your behalf. That's already happening. It ain't waiting until you finish watching this. No, it's happening right now, in this very second, as you hear these words in the quiet God's asked you for. You're standing at a threshold. That's what a threshold is. It's the space between what was and what's to come. It's the turning point. Think about Job before he was restored, or Joseph before he stepped into the palace, or David before he took the throne. Folks on the brink don't look any different on the outside. They look like ordinary people making it through another hard day. But inside, Their spirits are calling out for what's next. And right now, yours is too. This darkness, this silence you chose, this video you didn't turn off, whether you realize it or not, this is spiritual language. You're talking to heaven without even knowing. And heaven's listening. You won't come out of this the same person you were when you started. Not because I say so, and not because this script's meant to stir up emotion. No, it's because when a chosen one stands before the King, honest, bare, heart wide open, he speaks, and what the King says doesn't return empty. This is what God's been preparing in you while you thought you were just looking for a distraction on a screen. It wasn't a distraction, it was a divine appointment arranged by the Spirit, and you showed up. That's what the chosen do, they arrive. That's why I made this powerful digital book for you, the Manual of the Chosen for Family Protection. It's in the link below and pinned in the first comment. This ain't about money, it's about obeying the call. Drop a comment below that says, I am chosen to protect my family, and let that be your public vow. A comment's more than words, it's strength, a record, a move in the spiritual realm. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, and share this video with a loved one or a friend who needs to hear this today. You might just be the instrument God will use to set another family free.